everything. Great Sunday evening. I hope you had a wonderful day of worship. December 15th already, mid-month, and 16 more days to go, Lord willing. Then New Year's. My goodness, 2020. And we are in Job 33. Pleasure to have Timotheus here again, a second evening. And I don't know what spoke to him, but I'm just going to let him speak, and let's see what has been revealed. But I know Elihu is still speaking, the youngest of the bunch.
Verse 14, and it says, God speaks in one way, even in two ways, without people noticing it. And to hear God speak at all, you have to be by yourself a lot, and you can't complain about never hearing what God says, but you never have a clear mind. You always filling your mind with garbage and just cluttering it with nonsense. So be careful what you're feeding into your mind, and just listen to His voice. That sounds easy, but it starts with having a free mind, and not just having goofy stuff. Just don't waste your thoughts. Don't waste your brain memories.
In the space of your space, your time, your mind space and heart space, and that's very difficult nowadays with so much coming at us, social media and advertisements, commercials, and television. Just so much that can clutter and weigh us down, and that has something to do with I'm getting ahead of myself, but Proverbs 15, where it says, a merry heart, when you have that, you have a continual feast. Well, to have a merry heart, you have to have clear heart. You can't stuff it with so much, because, like I said, it'll get weighed down and heavy and distressed and depressed. So yeah, something that spoke to me in Job 33 was how it was pointed out how the Lord speaks to His people back then. And one of the ways was in verse 15, prophetic visions or dreams at night. In one verse it says, in a dream and a vision of the night, when deep sleep falleth upon men and slumberings upon the bed. You've had dreams lately?
Yeah.
Do you remember them?
Yeah.
Do you jot them down?
No, I just...
Do you? Because usually it just leaves us. So you're able to remember detail when you wake up?
Yeah, when I wake up, but then as time goes on, not really. I think last night I had a dream that my phone was cracked, and then I woke up out of the middle of the night, and then I was like, what? I don't remember the rest of it. It was something else that happened.
I suggest you keep a journal right then and there. And the Lord speaks to us through that way. That means when we are in our beds, it says He opens people's ears. He opens the minds. It says He opens the ears of men and sealeth their instruction. So I'm telling you that is a way. Sometimes it may be convoluted, but later on the Lord will show what He means. Another way that He speaks is sometimes through our sufferings. It says sometimes pain, sometimes sickness, and then sometimes, it's other means. But a lot of times the Lord will have us lay horizontal, where we are lying on our sick beds and we can't get up, and He wants to minister. He just wants us to stop and just hear Him, and we have no choice. And sometimes we're able to sharpen our hearing. And another way is how He uses other people to speak through us. So it's a blessing to, like you said, be able to have communication with the Lord at all times. The Proverbs 15, what spoke to you?
The last verse, it starts off with being humble before you'll be exalted, and you have respect. Anything good, you have to accept other people's advice and be able to listen.
Yeah. I when I was just back there and I watched from, I still wonder to this day, why did my mom have that scripture of my dad's obituary, 15 Proverbs 31 through 33. But the last verse, the fear of the Lord is the instruction of wisdom, and before honor is humility. The fear of the Lord is discipline leading to wisdom, and humility comes before honor. All of us have to ultimately listen to the Lord, but the Lord can use anyone, any circumstance, any situation to speak to us. Just like he used you to challenge me when I was wearing my Santa hat. I was like, there's no harm. But then the Lord said, you don't want to cause confusion and having people thinking like, well, wait a minute. No, Jesus is the reason of the season. Let him be the focus. That, don't just.
If you scramble Santa, it spells Satan.
I know. So I want to stay far from that. So the Lord used you. He could use anyone, but most of all, let's stay humble so that he could download his messages. Okay. Anything else? Have a wonderful evening, Lord.
Wonderful.
And let's listen to him.